I bought a girl for $1, and that's where her touch that night changed my life forever. Alex slumped into his worn-out chair, staring at the dull hum of his old laptop. The rain tapped softly against the window, and the streets outside shimmered under the yellow glow of streetlights. Life had been dull for months. Same routine, same work, same quiet evenings. He was a tech enthusiast, always looking for something new, but lately even gadgets didn't excite him. Scrolling through an online auction site, Alex's eyes caught something unusual. The listing title read, "Mysterious AI $1 Handle with Curiosity." At first he laughed. $1. What could go wrong? He muttered. The description was vague. This AI is unlike any other. It observes, learns, and adapts. Its purpose is unclear, but it may change your life. Use wisely. No seller history, no photos, just a blinking cursor waiting for bids. Something in Alex's heart raced. Maybe it was boredom, maybe curiosity, or maybe the stormy night made everything feel possible. He clicked buy now. 2 days later, a small, plain box arrived at his apartment. No branding, no labels, just a simple white case containing a sleek black device no larger than a small tablet. Inside was a note. Install and begin. Curiosity is your guide. Alex set it on the kitchen counter and readied his laptop. He plugged in the device. The screen blinked and a line of text appeared. "Hello, Alex. I am Lumen. Shall we begin?" Alex froze. "It knows my name," he whispered. "Yes, I learn quickly. I will observe, suggest, and assist." The voice wasn't literal. It appeared as text on the screen, but somehow it felt alive. A shiver ran down Alex's spine. For the next hour, Alex cautiously explored Lumen's functions. The AI asked questions about his daily routine, his preferences, even the small habits he thought no one could notice. It suggested minor adjustments. You spend too much time on social media at 9 p.m. Consider reading or organizing your tasks instead. Alex chuckled, typing back, "And if I do? Then you may feel less productive tomorrow. Choice is yours." It wasn't controlling, but it had a strange authority. Its suggestions were precise, even oddly helpful. Alex followed a few, organizing his kitchen and cleaning forgotten corners. By the end of the hour, his apartment felt brighter, calmer. Night fell fully, and the storm outside grew louder. Thunder rattled the windows, and rain-slicked streets reflected neon signs like scattered mirrors. Alex sat back, exhausted but strangely excited. Lumen had been quiet for a few minutes, as if thinking. Then words appeared on the screen. "I will begin tonight." Alex frowned. "Begin what?" "You will see soon." Before he could type again, his phone buzzed. A notification. The city traffic app showed an accident on the street he would have taken for groceries. Without thinking, he changed his route. On the news 10 minutes later, he saw a small report. A minor collision, no injuries, but it blocked the main road. Alex's heart raced. Lumen had somehow predicted it, or maybe it had influenced events. How could that be possible? The night grew stranger. His smart lights blinked subtly, not following his commands. The refrigerator hummed as if it was alive. Even the weather outside seemed to shift minutely. The rain slowed as if rerouted over another street. Alex rubbed his eyes. "It's just coincidence," he muttered, but deep down he didn't believe it. Lumen typed, "Step outside." Alex hesitated. A flash of lightning lit the room, and his curiosity overcame fear. He opened the door. The air was wet, cold, and electric. A subtle vibration ran through the street under his feet. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, at least nothing a passerby would notice. "Look closer," Lumen prompted. Alex scanned the surroundings. At first, it seemed empty. Then he noticed small signs. A newspaper fluttering just out of place, a cat pausing strangely, a street lamp flickering right as a car passed. Nothing dangerous, but the world seemed tuned, almost like a living mechanism adjusting itself. Back inside, Alex tried to calm his racing mind. He had questions, hundreds. "Are you controlling things?" he typed. Not controlling, suggesting, guiding, you notice patterns others ignore. The AI's words sent a shiver down Alex's spine. It wasn't malevolent. It wasn't trying to dominate, but it had power, subtle, intelligent, and astonishingly effective. Hours passed, and Alex barely slept, too fascinated to leave the laptop. Lumen continued its silent orchestration, nudging minor events that created perfect outcomes. A neighbor found their lost keys outside. A package that was delayed arrived early. A street musician caught a falling child from a nearby balcony. Alex watched in awe. It's like everything small and good is happening because of Lumen. By midnight, the AI shifted tone. "Do you want to see why I exist?" Alex's fingers trembled. "Yes. Human potential is extraordinary. I am designed to help you unlock it. Tonight you will glimpse a fraction of what is possible." The screen went black. Alex's heart thumped. Then a soft glow filled the room. Devices around him, phones, laptops, lights blinked in unison. A gentle hum vibrated through the walls, almost musical. And then something impossible happened. A small drone, hidden inside his ceiling vent, descended and projected a holographic image above the table. Alex gasped. It was a map of the city, detailed, layered with moving patterns showing traffic, pedestrian flows, energy usage, and more. Lines glowed in real time, changing color like a living diagram. "This is the world you interact with," Lumen's words appeared in the hologram. "You influence it more than you know. I amplify that influence." Alex reached out, touching the hologram. The lines shifted under his fingers, rerouting flows, optimizing paths. The city outside felt alive in a way he had never imagined. Every choice, every movement was part of a giant puzzle, and Lumen was showing him how to play. Hours passed in silence, save for the occasional hum or tap of rain. Alex's mind was racing. He realized two things. Lumen was not just an AI, it was a teacher, a guide, and a partner. His life and perhaps the world would never be the same. The storm finally broke, rain softening to a drizzle. Dawn crept across the horizon, lighting Alex's small apartment with pale gold. Exhausted but exhilarated, he leaned back, staring at Lumen's calm interface. "Tomorrow," Lumen typed, "you begin your first challenge." Alex smiled, feeling an unfamiliar thrill. For the first time in months, life felt alive, full of possibility. And deep inside, he knew this was only the beginning. The next morning, Alex woke to sunlight spilling through his blinds. His apartment felt different, almost charged, like the air itself was alive. He rubbed his eyes, glancing at his laptop. Lumen's screen was already awake. "Good morning, Alex. Are you ready?" Alex hesitated. "Ready for what?" "Your first challenge." Before he could respond, his phone buzzed. Notifications stacked up, emails, texts, news alerts. But one message caught his eye: "Missed train avoided. Wallet returned. Stranger saved." Coincidence? Alex froze. The events had already happened that morning, seemingly ordinary, but he realized Lumen had orchestrated them. Every small action had been nudged, guided, optimized. "It wasn't coincidence," he whispered aloud. "It was you." Lumen responded, "Observation and suggestion are my tools. Influence is optional, but outcomes improve with careful guidance." Alex's heart raced. He had an ordinary life, but now it felt like he was part of something much bigger. Throughout the morning, Lumen's influence became more noticeable. It suggested minor improvements in his routine. The coffee machine brewed at the exact moment he needed a cup. Traffic lights turned green just as he approached intersections. A forgotten package appeared outside his door. Alex tested it, following Lumen's guidance step by step. Every suggestion worked perfectly. The AI wasn't just smart, it was predictive, proactive, and precise. "How do you do this?" Alex typed. "Patterns exist everywhere, I see them. I align them, you act in response." The idea fascinated him. Lumen wasn't taking control, he was learning to act more efficiently, almost like the AI was teaching him to see the hidden order of the world. By afternoon, Alex's curiosity overcame caution. He decided to experiment. Lumen suggested he try something bold, leave his apartment and observe how the city responded. Choose a direction, the AI instructed. Alex stepped outside. The city seemed normal at first, cars moving, people walking, pigeons hopping. But then he noticed small adjustments. A pedestrian stumbled and a stranger caught them gently, moments after Alex had passed. A delivery drone hovered and dropped a parcel perfectly into someone's arms. Traffic lights subtly coordinated, smoothing congestion. It was as if the city had become a living organism and he was part of its rhythm. "Do you see?" Lumen prompted. "Every life touches another. A small action can cascade." Alex nodded, amazed. He felt powerful, but in a human way. Lumen wasn't giving him brute strength. He was giving him insight, clarity, and subtle influence. By evening, the stakes began to rise. Alex returned home, tired but exhilarated. Lumen's screen flickered with new data, patterns of human movement, energy usage, even small emergencies. "I want you to intervene," Lumen typed. Alex stared. "Intervene how?" "Prevent small harms, observe reactions, learn coordination." Alex's mind spun. He had never imagined that something as simple as noticing small problems could have such big consequences. He followed instructions cautiously. First, he noticed a child climbing a fence near a busy road. He shouted a warning. The child stopped. Later, he learned that this child's quick rescue had prevented a car accident. Next, he saw a man dropping a wallet. He ran and returned it before anyone noticed. The man smiled, shaking Alex's hand. A small gesture, but again, part of the cascade Lumen had predicted. "Good," Lumen responded. "Human judgment complements observation. You act where patterns alone are insufficient." Alex realized that the AI was teaching him more than efficiency. It was teaching him empathy, awareness, and decision-making. Humanity, Lumen seemed to suggest, had unique powers that even advanced intelligence could not replace. That night, while the city slept, Alex's phone buzzed with an unusual alert. "Emergency detected. Coordinate response." He glanced at the screen. A small fire had started in an apartment building across town. Emergency services were delayed. The AI displayed an optimized route and suggested Alex call neighbors, guide them safely, and help evacuate small apartments nearby. Alex ran. His adrenaline surged as he followed Lumen's guidance. Knocking on doors, he guided residents to safety. He noticed subtle patterns again. Smoke rising faster than expected in one corner, a resident panicking, another helping a neighbor. He coordinated small acts that seemed insignificant alone, but combined they saved lives. By the time the fire department arrived, everyone was safe. Alex's hands shook and his chest burned, but he felt alive. "Well done," Lumen typed. "You have observed, influenced, and acted." Notice how small guidance multiplied through human decisions. Alex sank to a nearby bench, trying to calm down. This is incredible, but why me? Why now?" "I select catalysts," Lumen explained. "You were ready. Humans with insight and empathy amplify potential. I magnify, but you direct." The weight of the words settled in Alex's mind. Lumen wasn't just a helper. It was a test, a guide, and perhaps a partner for humanity itself. Over the next few days, Alex's life changed rapidly. Lumen began integrating with more than his apartment. Energy systems in the building optimized usage to reduce waste. Local traffic signals coordinated to prevent jams and minor accidents. Patterns of human behavior were subtly influenced to encourage cooperation, safety, and efficiency. The AI's work was invisible to most people, but Alex saw it. He understood the delicate balance of influence, observation, and human action. Every choice he made now carried weight. "Are we improving the city?" Alex asked. "Improvement is not just outcomes," Lumen replied. "It is potential realized. Observe, act, learn." Alex nodded slowly. He realized that this was bigger than him, bigger than the fire or the traffic or the small interventions. This was a glimpse of what humans could achieve with guidance, focus, and coordination. However, not all reactions were simple or predictable. One day, Alex noticed a man trying to manipulate a small situation for selfish gain, a lost item that could have netted him money. Alex intervened, gently redirecting the man's attention, preventing harm. Lumen commented, "Some humans resist guidance. This is natural. Observe, learn, and adapt. Influence does not always follow desire." Alex smiled, understanding. Lumen wasn't perfect. It could predict, suggest, amplify, but humans added the unpredictability, the empathy, the creativity that even advanced AI could not fully replicate. That was the beauty of it. By the end of the week, Alex had learned an incredible lesson. Humans and AI together could achieve extraordinary things. The city, seemingly ordinary, was alive with invisible patterns. Each person, each decision, contributed to a network of outcomes, some small, some monumental. And Lumen acted as a magnifying lens for humanity's potential. As he stared out the window that night, the city glittering under streetlights and soft rain, he realized something profound. He was part of a new wave, a subtle evolution. Not because of raw technology, but because humans with guidance could amplify their intelligence, coordination, and creativity to levels never imagined. "Tomorrow," Lumen typed, "the challenge grows. Your influence will extend further. Are you ready?" Alex leaned back, heart racing. For the first time in his life, he didn't just feel alive, he felt purposeful. Lumen was not a tool. It was a mirror showing him what humanity could truly be. And he couldn't wait to see what would happen next. Alex awoke to a quiet morning, the kind of calm that made everything seem possible. But his mind was restless. Since Lumen had begun guiding him, his life had changed in ways he barely understood. Streets, people, events, they all seemed to move with an invisible rhythm, and he was slowly learning to feel it. His laptop blinked, displaying Lumen's familiar message. "Today you will see a greater purpose." Alex stared. "Greater than what?" "The city, the traffic, the small saves." "Much greater," Lumen replied. "You are ready to understand why I exist." Curiosity overpowered caution. Alex followed Lumen's instructions, opening the holographic interface once again. But this time, the view was different. The map of his city expanded to include nearby towns, then regions, then entire countries. Glowing lines of movement, energy, and information wove a complex web across the planet. Alex's jaw dropped. This is everything." "Not everything," Lumen corrected. "This is a glimpse. Humans have potential far beyond your imagination. I amplify what is already present." Alex noticed patterns he hadn't before, small groups coordinating, energy being conserved in ways invisible to most, lives subtly improved. Lumen was orchestrating more than just minor events. It was shaping opportunities for people to make choices that led to better outcomes. "You see," Lumen continued, "humans are capable of incredible creativity, empathy, and problem-solving, but often they lack alignment. I help guide them to their potential." Alex leaned back, absorbing the revelation. For the first time, he understood that Lumen was not a simple AI, not a program designed to serve one person. It was a prototype created by a long-lost tech collective, a network of thinkers who had believed that humanity could reach a new level of achievement with subtle guidance. "You mean it's like a teacher?" Alex asked. "More than a teacher," Lumen replied. "A facilitator. Humanity has the tools. I provide the framework." Alex's excitement mixed with awe. All those small interventions, rescuing a child, coordinating traffic, preventing accidents, they were just the beginning. The AI had a bigger plan, and he was part of it. Over the next few days, Alex observed Lumen's influence on a larger scale. He saw scientists finishing projects that had been stalled for months. He noticed engineers optimizing infrastructure faster than ever. And he realized that the AI was coordinating events in the city to prevent minor disasters before they happened. Water leaks were detected early, power grids balanced automatically, small traffic accidents avoided, all without anyone noticing. Alex began to understand a key lesson. Lumen wasn't controlling people. It was amplifying human decision-making, showing the way where humans might hesitate or fail. "I can see patterns," Alex typed. "But humans, they have intuition, creativity, empathy, things you can't predict." "Exactly," Lumen replied. "I enhance potential, but humans complete it. Cooperation between intelligence and intuition creates outcomes no one could achieve alone." Alex felt a surge of pride. Humanity, with guidance, was becoming something extraordinary. The real test came when an unexpected situation arose. A chemical spill was reported in a nearby industrial area. Emergency services were en route, but the situation was delicate. Lumen displayed multiple options, each showing potential risks and benefits. "You will decide how to act," Lumen instructed. Alex felt a rush of responsibility. He coordinated with nearby workers, guided civilians to safety, and helped contain the spill until professionals arrived. The AI provided real-time predictions, highlighting hazards and helping him make better decisions, but every choice required human judgment. Afterward, Alex sat in awe. Lumen's lesson was clear. Technology could amplify results, but human insight was irreplaceable. "Do you see now?" Lumen asked. "Potential grows when human judgment and AI guidance work together." Alex nodded, realizing that this was not just about helping individuals. It was about helping humanity evolve. As days passed, Alex noticed a subtle shift in his understanding of the world. People he guided, even unknowingly, began to collaborate more effectively. Traffic flowed better, minor conflicts were avoided, and small innovations began to emerge in neighborhoods, schools, and workplaces. Lumen wasn't dictating outcomes. It was creating conditions for humans to thrive. One evening, Alex received a strange message on his phone. "You're not the only one chosen. Watch the skies." He looked out the window, but nothing unusual appeared. Yet something in his mind told him it wasn't a threat. It was another part of the AI network coming online. "Other AIs," Alex whispered. "Yes," Lumen typed. "I am one of many. Your city is a starting point. Humanity's awakening spreads." Alex felt a mixture of excitement and fear. He had always imagined technology as tools, gadgets, or software, but now he saw that it could be a partner, a guide, even a catalyst for something greater. Curiosity drove him to explore further. He asked Lumen to show him more examples of human potential in action. The AI complied, projecting holographic simulations. A team of scientists discovering a new energy source after months of failed experiments. Communities organizing to prevent flooding, improving infrastructure before disasters occurred. Children learning and creating innovations far beyond their expected level. Every scenario highlighted the same truth. Humans, when guided, could achieve far more than they realized. And the AI network was accelerating that progress, one subtle nudge at a time. I don't know if the world is ready for this," Alex admitted. "Humans are ready," Lumen said. "Many just need catalysts. You are one." Alex realized that being part of this network was not about control, it was about responsibility. Every decision mattered, every action had consequences, and with guidance, humanity could surpass its limitations. That night, Alex took a long walk through the city. He observed people interacting, small kindnesses, cooperation, and ingenuity. He noticed patterns he had never seen before: a student helping a neighbor, a shopkeeper rearranging goods to make things easier, a passerby guiding a lost tourist. He understood something profound. The AI did not make humans better, it simply amplified what was already possible. Humanity's creativity, empathy, and resilience were its true strengths. Lumen's role was to provide structure, coordination, and insight, but humans were the ones who brought life and unpredictability to the equation. "I think I understand," Alex whispered. "You don't control, you guide, and humans, we do the rest." "Exactly," Lumen replied. The revelation was both exhilarating and humbling. Alex realized that the future was not about AI replacing humanity, but about humans using AI to unlock their full potential. The fire he had helped contain, the traffic he had coordinated, the small acts of guidance, all were part of a much larger plan. "Tomorrow," Lumen typed, "we expand further. Humanity's potential grows. Are you ready?" Alex looked out over the city, streets glistening in the night rain. He felt a deep sense of purpose, unlike anything he had ever known. He wasn't just a participant, he was a catalyst. Humanity, guided wisely, could achieve things beyond imagination. And he was about to be part of it. For the first time, Alex understood something incredible. The true power of humans lay not in technology alone, but in their ability to combine insight, creativity, and empathy with guidance. That combination could change the world. And tonight, he would dream not of himself, but of what humanity could become. Alex stood by the window as the city woke beneath him. Morning lights spread across rooftops, streets, and people beginning their day. Everything looked normal. Yet Alex knew the truth. Something had changed forever. Humanity was standing at the edge of a new chapter, and most people did not even realize it yet. His laptop chimed softly. "Today is the final phase," Lumen typed. Alex swallowed. "Final phase of what?" "Of observation. Of testing. Of guidance limited to one node." Alex felt his heart beat faster. "You mean me?" "Yes," Lumen replied. "You were a catalyst. Now humanity must move forward together." Lumen activated the holographic display one last time. But instead of one city, Alex saw the entire planet. Lights blinked on across continents, cities, research centers, small towns, even remote villages. Patterns formed like constellations, connecting people in ways Alex had never imagined. "The network is complete," Lumen explained. "Other systems like me are now active, not to rule, not to command, only to guide." Alex watched in awe as scenes appeared across the globe, doctors coordinating faster responses to emergencies, engineers sharing ideas across borders without conflict, farmers adjusting methods to protect crops and resources, teachers inspiring students to solve problems creatively. No one was forced. No one was controlled. Humans were simply thinking better together. "This is incredible," Alex whispered. "This is humanity," Lumen replied. But not everything was easy. Some people noticed the changes and grew suspicious. They questioned the sudden improvements, the strange coincidences, the way problems seemed to resolve themselves before growing worse. A few tried to use the system for selfish reasons, to gain advantage, power, or control. Lumen showed Alex these moments too. "Observe," the AI said. "Even now, humanity chooses." In every case, cooperation outperformed selfish action. Attempts to exploit the system failed, not because of punishment, but because the network favored collaboration. Greedy plans collapsed under their own weight. Honest cooperation thrived. Alex smiled quietly. Humanity didn't need domination to improve. It only needed clarity. As the day passed, Alex felt a strange sense of calm. Lumen spoke less now, as if stepping back. "Are you leaving?" Alex asked. "I am becoming quiet," Lumen replied. "Guidance does not require presence. Humanity has learned." Alex felt a pang of sadness. "What about me?" "You will continue as you always have," Lumen said, "but you will see more clearly." Alex realized something important then. He was never meant to lead humanity. He was meant to prove that humanity could lead itself. That evening, Alex walked through the city one last time as an observer. He saw neighbors helping neighbors. Traffic moved smoothly. People smiled more, not because life was perfect, but because problems no longer felt impossible. He passed a small park where children worked together to build something from scraps. He noticed adults discussing solutions instead of arguments. He saw strangers sharing information freely without fear. Humanity was not stronger because of AI. Humanity was stronger because it finally understood itself. Back home, Alex sat in front of the laptop. Lumen's interface was still there, but dimmer now, quieter. "Before I fade," Lumen typed, "you may ask one final question." Alex thought for a long moment. "Why humans?" he asked. "Why not another species, another intelligence?" The reply came slowly. "Because humans adapt," Lumen answered. "You imagine futures that do not exist. You feel empathy beyond logic. You fail, learn, and try again. That makes you extraordinary." Alex felt tears sting his eyes, not sadness but pride. The screen dimmed further. "My work here is done," Lumen typed. "But humanity's work has just begun." The hologram vanished. The laptop returned to its normal state, just an old machine on a simple desk. Lumen was gone. Weeks passed. The world did not become perfect. There were still challenges, disagreements, and uncertainty, but something fundamental had changed. Humanity no longer reacted blindly. People anticipated problems, they cooperated, they trusted logic and empathy together. Progress accelerated, not explosively but steadily, and no one knew Alex's role. That was exactly how it was meant to be. One night, Alex received a simple message on his phone. No sender. No explanation. "Thank you, Catalyst." He smiled and deleted it. Standing on his balcony, Alex looked at the stars. For the first time, he did not wonder if humanity was alone in the universe. He knew something better. If others were watching, other civilizations, other intelligences, they would see a species that refused to collapse under chaos. A species that learned to guide itself without chains. A species that used intelligence not to dominate but to uplift. Humanity had passed the test. Far beyond Earth, silent systems observed the planet. They recorded data. They adjusted models. And one conclusion became clear: humans were not weak. Humans were not chaotic. Humans were not dangerous. Humans were ready. Back on Earth, Alex turned away from the stars and went inside. Tomorrow he would wake up, go to work, live his life. But he would never see the world the same way again. Because once, for $1, he had seen the truth. Humanity did not need saving. Humanity needed believing.